Sister Lilian remedies, because a mother needs to be sure.
Parents know sleep is not a state you can force your child into. Babies cost parents as much as 6 months worth of sleep in the first 2 years.
My name is Louise. My baby boy is 1 year old. His name's Caden. We've been having some serious problems trying to get him to sleep. We've tried everything we've been told to do, and we'd really appreciate some help.
Sleep, the dreaded 5-letter word. It's a word that most new parents know they're never going to see. So what do you do when you have a little one in your household and you are trying to sleep? Well, today Sister Lilian is going to help us uncover the sleeping do's and don'ts when it comes to you and your little one.
Sister Lilian Paramor is one of South Africa's leading parenting advisors who adds the gentle touch of homeopathy to everything she does.
Sleeping patterns, do they exist?
I'm so glad you used the word patterns, because yes, sleeping patterns and cycles do exist. Rigid sleep routines don't exist.
Now, I've heard so many different opinions by so many different people when it comes to having babies sleeping in the bed with you. What is your take on this?
I knew you were going to ask me that one, and I'm so glad you were going to, because everyone wants to know. And through the decades, one's gone through almost fashions in should they, shouldn't they, is it safe, is it not safe? And quite honestly, it's what your heart tells you is right. That's right. And that very simply is, if your baby needs to be close to you, have them close to you, and the emotional bond will be fantastic, especially if you're out at work all day. It's the best way to make up to mom, dad and baby for separation during the daytime.
That is so true. Now, should one have complete silence in the room when it comes to baby sleeping? You know, my household is a little bit different. We just carry on with the noise. I don't know if this is allowed. What do you think?
Does your little one sleep okay?
Yes, it does.
Yes. No, in fact, sound in the background makes a baby feel reassured and secure, because they know mom and dad are there and all the sounds of the household confirm it. Absolute silence says to a baby, I'm abandoned. So some babies are a bit more sensitive and don't need top-rated decibels, but otherwise, I'd say normal household sounds the best thing that you can do.
Well, sister, we have got Louise and Caden here today. I think she is just about to pull her hair out of her head when it comes to him and his sleeping patterns. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to help.
Louise barely gets 4 hours of uninterrupted sleep a night, lowering her immune system and making for a grim mood, but helps at hand.
Louise, I believe you're not sleeping very much.
Oh, Sister Lilian, it has been so hard. Caden just hasn't been sleeping. We've pretty much tried everything, and now we've just taken to putting him in the bed with us and watching TV, and he eventually falls asleep.
And does he stay asleep, or is he then waking up at night?
Well, I suppose he does wake up. Yeah, he wakes up sometimes.
Okay, you know, TV is good for putting you to sleep. However, the pulsation emitted from the set is actually quite stimulating to their brains. And usually little ones of that age who are watching TV when they go to sleep at night, that actually does tend to wake them more frequently at night.
And you know, every time I get up, I have to go and find his bottles, I have to get him some water, change his nappy, and I'm up and down the passage, and it takes forever, so I don't end up getting any sleep.
Practical planning. You see, if you have to wake up, you really have to be awake to go down the passageway. And what's more, when you come back, what do? You lie there. What am I doing wrong? Why is life so terrible? Is it only my baby who's not sleeping? Not so?
Indeed, yes.
If you've got everything right at hand, you can just do it in a half sleep, and you'll both cuddle down, go back to sleep, and it'll be just fine.
Sister, do you have any other advice for sleep-deprived moms?
I do. I've got 3 tips that I know are going to make a big difference. The first one is for sleep-deprived parents to go to bed earlier a few nights. The second one, and this is a life-saving tip, I think every mom knows one morning where she's guaranteed an uninterrupted 2 or 3 extra hours. She can go another week. Any mom can do that. And thirdly, it's about natural remedies, a bit of help from Mother Nature. Homeopathic remedies I just love. I'd like to show you how easy it is to give these homeopathic remedies to little ones.
Containing South African flower essences and tissue salts, Sister Lilian Rescue Rest helps treat anxiety and sleeplessness.
And by the way, adults can take these as well, so if they're the ones with the problem. Otherwise, you can just put a tablet onto a spoon and crush it with another spoon.
Older toddlers can simply chew a tablet. The recommended dosage is 1 tablet 3 times a day or 1 every 1 to 2 hours in acute cases.
And make it to a paste, and either give it to a little one like that or put a finger in it once again and let them suck it off. It doesn't dissolve completely, but it's very easy and pleasant tasting for the baby.
Well, a healthy and happy mom and dad make for a healthy and happy baby. So try to get some sleep, no more counting those sheep.
Visit sisterlillian.co.za to subscribe to her newsletter. It's jam-packed with great advice because being a parent is a special experience.
Sister Lilian Remedies, because a mother needs to be sure.